Yeah, I mean, I thought our guys, considering the circumstances, 3 games in 4 nights, I thought we played hard, but we needed to play harder. Gave up 31 points in transition, and that was the whole message all day long against arguably the best running team in the league, makes, misses, turnovers. And, 34 assists, only 12 turnovers, not a bad number. But 31 fast break to 11, you got scored by 20 on the break in a game you lose by 10. And they were just examples. I could tell we were dead tired in that third quarter, fourth quarter. Turnover, made basket, and they were just driving the ball down our throat, throwing the ball over our heads, and we just weren't able to get back. Yeah, I thought our guys competed, but against that team, you got to compete even harder.
Do you feel like that effort level, I'm trying to get a sense of how you feel about that effort level versus the defensive performance? You just talked about some of those things. Do you feel like there's more they can give, or is it more there's more they're going to have to give somehow, somewhere?
Yeah, no, I thought we didn't lose tonight because our guys didn't play hard. You know what I mean? Like, I felt the Portland game was one of those games where, like, we didn't bring anywhere close to the effort that we need to. Tonight, it's a, I think, tie game going into the fourth quarter. And, second half, they shot 48 from the field. Obviously, you have to give a lot of credit to Kobe White. That kid's playing at a really high level and did so again tonight. Had 24 at the half, had 37 for the game. Josh Giddey, 26, 9, and 8. Those two players, obviously. And then I thought, Jalen Smith and Terry off the bench were really impactful. So, no, I don't look at this game without watching the film saying, man, we didn't play hard. I thought we competed, but we allowed the same thing to beat us over and over, which was transition.
Jamal looked like he was taking this loss especially hard just as he was walking off. What did you kind of see from him, especially down the stretch, just kind of a little bit from back and move?
We all should be taking this loss hard. I hope it's not just Jamal Murray that's taking this loss hard. I think there's a lot of guys in that locker room that are taking this loss hard. Jamal went out there, competed, been playing at a high level, and they gave him a lot of extra attention. And we needed some other guys just to step up and make some plays, and we just weren't unable to do so tonight. That happens at times.
When you lose a game like this, where you necessarily don't have a rest advantage, some of the circumstances are out of your control. Does it accentuate a loss like Portland, where you just didn't play with the level?
Portland's over. We moved past Portland. We beat Houston last night, so I don't look in the rearview mirror. I look forward. And we lost tonight against Chicago. We got Milwaukee coming in here. We got Utah coming in here. We got Minnesota coming in here. We got San Antonio coming in here. So we lost tonight. Give the Bulls credit, and we'll have to be better come Milwaukee.
Defensively, it seems like this year the league has really allowed the offensive player to take up the space, create the contact with the defensive player, and either making that space layup or getting a foul call. How is a defensive player you're supposed to stop guys that are allowed to just kind of get you off of?
It's a great question. It's one that I ask the referees quite often. If an offensive player just puts his head down, jumps into you over and over and over again, I don't know how you're supposed to guard that. And I'm asking for clarification because I want to be able to help my guys. I want to help Peyton Watson, who's trying to do the right thing by taking the hit in the chest and showing his hands. Everything we're telling him to do, and he's still getting a foul call. I want to help Peyton Watson when he's guarding a player who jumps A to B into his body and gets 2 free throws. So we have to find a way to be better, whether that's continuing to talk to the referees, talking to the league. Obviously, they shot 26 free throws. We shot 24. So the free throw attempts, were fairly even. But they attack you for 48. That's one thing they do, and we knew that going in. They're one of the best running teams in the league for a reason because they run for 4 quarters. They never stop coming at you. And we saw that throughout the game this evening.
Well, a week or two ago, it felt like you maybe didn't know what you were getting out of Peyton on a night-to-night basis. Do you feel like he's improved kind of provided the consistency you've been looking for the last 5 or so?
Yeah, he was great. 24 points, 6 rebounds, 4 blocks, make some big threes, impacting the game across the board on both ends of the court. So, as I often say, for any young player in this league, not just Peyton Watson, not just Christian Brown, but for any young player in this league. Consistency is by far the greatest challenge. Can you find a way to be great one night and really good the next, instead of having peaks and valleys? And I think, to your point, Vinny, I think Peyton's done a good job of kind of bringing forth that effort that we need from him and contributing in an efficient manner like he did tonight. He had a really good performance getting the start with Aaron out.
Peyton was really good in transition. Got to the line a bunch of times. What's the key for him there?
Attack mindset. You have a young 21, 22-year-old player who is an outstanding athlete, one of our better athletes, obviously. And I think in today's NBA, everybody just, thinks about the three-point line so much. And I think for Peyton Watson, have an attack mindset in transition, put pressure on the defense, put pressure on the rim, get to the free throw line. And then when the ball finds you off a driving kick, or Jamal Murray's being double teamed, or Nicole's being double teamed, and that ball finds you, step into your shot and shoot it with confidence. But I want all of our players to play with an attack mindset. Again, only 11 fast break points tonight. We have to be better in transition. That's an area that we've excelled at all season long, and it just hasn't been as consistent as of late.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, everybody.
I'll say getting back in transition. I'm gonna say that because they told us before the game that even when we make a basket, that they're gonna come down and press our feet and try to score and stuff like that. And we were aware of it here and there, but I don't think we fully understood how much they would do it, and we kind of got lackadaisical, and that led to guys getting into rhythm, and now we're in rotations or foul trouble. Like I was in foul trouble for the first half. I'd say that was the biggest one. That was the biggest one.
How important is it for you guys to get that defense where you want to get it on?
I mean, I think our defense was pretty solid. I just think what we got to pay attention to what the other team is good at. Like if that's what they do, then let's focus on that. And we did, but we didn't when we went in the game, and it was just Yeah, it's tough when they tell you something and you still late to go do it or something. It's like, what more do the coaches want you to tell, So that's on all of us, all the players, myself included, just kind of giving them the angle or giving them the room or the gap to see red and just attack and throw themselves into us and get some calls. So that's what they did, and then they won the game.
Chicago play, that has to be an exhausting style of play against, especially on the second half of back-to-back. Just you get the sense from your team, just was pretty.
Yeah, but it's not like a factor. But yeah, good questions. I don't notice that much.
You look like the freshest guy, third and four nights, second night of back-to-back, and you were fighting so hard in that fourth quarter. At this point in your career, what is it about that keeps you still able to walk in and compete at that level?
I just want to win. I knew that if we win every game from here on out, we have a chance to be the second seed. So not anymore.
Is it fair to say that you like it when things get difficult? Or you like it when things
I would love to be up 20. But yeah, I'm good when my back's against the wall. I think everybody knows that. But I'd love to be up 20.
When Mike is 1 of 10 from free on good looks, you guys want him to keep shooting?
Yes. He's one of the best shooters I've ever seen. If he has an off night every now and then, I'm as a teammate, I'm not thinking, oh man, I shouldn't give it to. If he's open, he's shooting it. It didn't go down. It's not like it's his fault. It's just it didn't go down tonight, and that's fine. I'm sure he'll come out next game and he'll make every shot or something like that. So I don't think about him missing or making. I know he's capable of. So.
Last time we talked, you brought up seeding again, just brought it up on top of this time. Just how important is playoff seeding for you guys?
I just wanted to play into some good habits. We're like I said, we're getting beat by teams that are good at something, and we're not taking that away. And we do sometimes, yeah. But I just think if we're gonna play a team, most likely 7 times, over and over, the habits. I don't want to say effort because we're playing hard, but just the mindfulness of what the other opposing team is trying to do, and they're getting everybody. I'm not talking about, I'm talking me included. Like, I can't just let Giddy just come down and I'm not in stance and he's just running full speed, expecting that he's just gonna swing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like little things like that. Just kind of, they're too comfortable. You know, we don't pick the ball up full court like how they pick me up full court. You know, just like little stuff like that. Like, that makes a difference in the game. Peyton's playing amazing. Peyton's playing so good. Like he's just not just playing with confidence, but like he's being so active on both ends of the floor, cutting, moving, even if he doesn't get it, setting screens, rebounding, back taps, running the floor, causing confusion. I mean, making shots. Like I mean, he's being very versatile in what's being asked of him. So I'm just really happy for him to start, finding his stride and, see, pick his spots and stuff like that.
If you could pick one good habit that you could pick up between now and the end of the season as a team, what would you
I'm going to say something a little more simple because I think it'll cover a lot of things. But I think if we just communicate a little bit more, and that doesn't, obviously talk and switch and this and that, but just send him this way, getting up into him or just more talk on the court so that everybody kind of knows where we're at. I mean, we do. I'm not saying we don't, but I just think for the playoffs coming up, we need to be a little bit better. I think that will take care of some of the mistakes or breakdowns that we're having. But like I said, we're playing hard. Like guys are coming in and playing hard. Guys are ready. DJ another 17 rebound game. CB is looking really comfortable, just dribbling the ball and attacking, probing, not turning it over. Peyton, everybody's just kind of like playing pretty solid, but I think it's on the defensive end where we got to be just more elite. You know what I'm saying? And I think that comes with a lot of communication. So that's everybody involved, that's me included. And I think it just starts from there.
For how much harder the playoffs are, talking about that one thing that opponent does with this communication, are those things easier in a playoff series because you get to focus in on that, if not the night-to-night travel, all the regular season stuff?
No, I wouldn't say it's easier because there's more adjustments and there's more game plan and little tweaks and wrinkles, and it's hard to obviously what might be coming, but then it might add something else to it. And I wouldn't say, I don't know how to answer that, but I don't think it's easier.
Last one from me. A play where I apologize. When that play where you swung it to Russ and he missed the three late in the game, and they
Corner?
double at you.
Was he in the corner?
Yeah, he was about to break. They said that double at you late. You guys had pulled, I think it was in 6. Do you remember that play, and were you expecting them to double you on that play?
I expected them to double because they were in the zone. They were in the box and one. So I mean that's already a double team by itself. But I think the one you're talking about, Russ was in the corner by the bench, and I think I drove left and I hit him